like the rest of the world right now, it feels like everywhere is having weird weather. So I'm talking to Fiona on the other side of this. Fiona, you've got to say hello.
Hello.
So, yeah. Can they hear you right now, Fee?
Maybe through you. 45.
45. Okay, now that's cold. I haven't felt that in a while, Suzette, so I will give that to you for sure.
Not 15 people.
All right, so please say hello so that we know you're there. We will be taking questions throughout the conversation. We want to keep it really comfortable. So welcome to the Women to Portugal webinar. And again, I'm Colleen and I am in Portugal. Normally I would say sunny Portugal, but it's 8 o'clock and hasn't been sunny at all. So we'll just say a lovely Portugal. And I live in Alcobaça. I'm on the Silver Coast, right in the center of Portugal, about an hour and 10 minutes north of Lisbon, if that gives you an idea of where we're at tonight. Hi, Sherry. Hello. So another person from Pennsylvania. I don't know that I know exactly where Bucks County is. So maybe you can give us a heads up on a city it's closest to, but, oh, Virginia. All right. Hi, Lorraine. Roxanne from California. Okay, so that's welcome. I hope this worked time-wise for you, all from the West Coast. We decided to go late. Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello. All right. Oh, Sandy says she can hear you. So, Fiona, Sandy says she can hear you.
Sandy.
So, north of Philadelphia. Okay, Sherry. All right. That's great. We are going to get started here officially in 1 or 2 more minutes as everybody logs in. We are streaming here from the Bay Area. Hello. And we're also on Facebook Live as well. So if we're just going to give a second or two here for everyone to get logged in and then we'll get started. All right. So go ahead and share out. Again, when you log in, feel free to say hi and let us know where you're calling in from. New Mexico. Very cool, Amanda. Nice to meet you from New Mexico. I don't think I've had someone talk to me in a while from there, so it's great to have you here. Hey, Mary. I wonder, is Mary in Nazaré? I don't know. Scouting Valencia, Spain, and heading to Portugal next month. Well, welcome to the Iberian Peninsula. Thank you for joining us. Earthquake, New Jersey. I know, I'm not sure. Am I supposed to be really worried about the earthquake or did everybody not feel it? It's been kind of hard to tell over here on the news. Was it really impactful or was it just kind of a little blip? I'm from Oregon originally, so earthquakes for us have to be pretty intense to kind of feel like it was an earthquake, and I bet our California folks agree. How was it, Selena? Did you really notice it, or was it just a little rattle? Felt it, not destructive. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad everybody's safe. Hey, Kathy, hi, welcome from San Antonio. Ooh, UK cold and raining. Yeah, I've been seeing we're getting a little bit of weird weather right now. Well, welcome, Adele. Oh, hey, hi, I love this. Hey, Patty, welcome. Mary is great about spreading the word. She is fantastic. New Zealand. Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right. And you're going to be here in Portugal in May. That's fantastic. And again, from California. What part of California, Karen? North or south? All right, so we are going to go ahead and get officially started. This is a conversation about something we're really excited to share with you all. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat and Fiona will field them out so that we can discuss it. But first, I'm going to get started officially and run through what we're talking about today. So my name is Colleen and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Portugal the Place. We are a full service organization that helps you relocate to Portugal. We will start where you are. If you are just exploring and you want to have location scouting where you actually can have folks that live here take you into the neighborhoods and the areas so that you can have an intentional experience, we're there. or if you've already chosen your spot and you need to find your home, whether rental or purchase, we're there for you as well. So we have everything covered from the very earliest stages all the way to the day we hand you your keys to your new home. So we're very excited about this new offering because this is something we've been working on for the past 2 years and are thrilled to be able to present this to you today. And what that is Women to Portugal. It's Sessions by Portugal the Place, and it's a specially designed tour that is including everything from professionals to scouting and building community, all in one place in Lisbon, Portugal, December 2nd to the 9th, 2024. The reason we created Women to Portugal was very straightforward. As we've been working with clients for the last 4 years, we found that over 80% of the people that make the plans for moving to Portugal are women. Whether you're a solo woman that is just getting started and wanting to find a new chapter in Europe, or perhaps you're looking to relocate your family or your spouse and you're trying to retire, women are the driving force behind the move. And with that comes a lot of questions, a lot of interest, and a lot of concern too about, is it really as safe as people say Portugal is? Is this a place that you can find friends and community and be supportive? And all those other pieces that come into the questions when you're considering moving abroad. So we've created this program so that we can do everything in one spot and do it in one of the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion, which is Lisbon and at the holidays. So we're going to run through the itinerary real quickly just to give you an idea of what you're going to expect and then happily answer any questions that you may have. So we will be starting on December 2nd, 2024, and the tour runs through December 9th. You will be staying the whole entire time in Lisbon, Portugal, and then we will be doing everything from that as your base. So the first day when you arrive, we have you checking into a 5-star hotel right in the center of Lisbon. And if you haven't been to Lisbon before, Lisbon at the holidays is absolutely stunning. The lights, the activities, just the energy, the street entertainment, the chestnuts that are literally roasting on an open fire, all of that combines to make Lisbon a really magical place in December. So we picked a hotel where you're right in the middle of everything and you can just step out the door and experience all that Lisbon and Portugal has to offer. So the way we've set this up is to create an event that is packed full of everything you need to make the decisions and to help you get the services you need to relocate to Portugal. So the first day, full day, is going to be a session where we are going to have the specialist in the room, in the space, available to you to answer the questions that you're going to have. We're starting out right on the nose of the very most important thing is the visa process, the immigration process. What does it mean to you? What do you need? Perhaps you have a spouse that carries a European passport, but you yourself do not, and your children don't. How does that work? All of those questions, all of those nuances, we want to start right there because before you do anything, you need to understand what it's going to take to relocate into Portugal and follow the visa process. We're also going to hit that subject on the head that everybody wants to know. What is the tax implication when you relocate abroad? And this is a complicated question. This is one that we wanted to get the best and the brightest tax specialists in one space where you'll have time to hear presentations and talk to experts about your specific situation. So we're hitting the nail on the head. We're making sure that we're taking this on and we're getting those questions answered for you because each individual will have a different circumstance and sets of concerns. We are also going to just dive right into one of the biggest subjects and one of the questions we get asked the most, which is healthcare. Healthcare is definitely one of the questions that people have and are very interested in trying to figure out how you're going to navigate this system with a language barrier and with perhaps concerns about matching what you currently have to the needs and availability in Portugal. We have a partner, Serenity, that is a healthcare concierge here in Portugal that will be available to answer all of your questions. And not just about the basics, not just about having going to the hospital or how you pay your bill or how you get insurance, but everything from alternative medicine to dental and optical, all of these other questions you may have as well. We're going to have the experts available so you can sit down and talk to them about your concerns and get the answers you need. So we've really set this up so that you will have these opportunities to be with the professionals and then have time to go out on your own as well. So we've included all your breakfast, most of your lunches, but we've left some free time in the evening so you can go out and explore this beautiful city. We also are going to be doing location scouting, and this is what we love to do. My background is in travel and hospitality. My husband also, we met in the hospitality industry, and we founded this company on the idea of us bringing people into a location and helping them discover the areas that appeal to them and could possibly be the right fit when they relocate. And the first place we're going to go out is in small groups. We'll divide into small groups and vans with a scout that is an expert in the area. And we're going to take you through the neighborhoods of Lisbon. And we're not doing it just on the high-end areas. We're going to be looking at every budget, every kind of circumstance, from retirees to people with children and everything in between. And we're going to tailor these scouting tours once everyone's signed up and we've got more information about our guests to the people that are coming and what they're most interested in. And then you're going to have a chance to also have some more time on your own. And then our next day, we're going to be doing everything that you need to know about all those other questions. So real estate, should you rent? Should you buy? Can you renovate? What does it take to get into the market in Portugal? These are all big questions we're going to dive right into. And then all those other things you're worried about. Schools. How am I going to register my kids for school? How do I find the right schooling for them? Relocating your pet. Probably the biggest thing people are asking us about all the time is how do we relocate our 12-year-old cat, our 9-year-old dog, our new puppy? We've had clients that needed 10 parrots to get relocated to Portugal, and we did it. So this is part of what we're going to talk about, is all the smaller things that may be feeling like they're a challenge and a hurdle that's hard to get over. We're going to be able to help you get an understanding of what that's going to take. And then what I'm most excited about, and one of the things that I think is going to bring you a lot of clarity to your decision on relocating to Portugal, is a panel with a community. And this community of women are people that are doing or have done exactly what you're considering. So people from all walks of life, women that have come in and are building their new life in Portugal, willing to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, because no place is perfect. And I think the most important thing for us to do is set realistic expectations and help people feel really comfortable with the idea that it takes a little bit to settle in and to change and go through this whole process. But we've all done it, we've all been there, and we're happy to help get you through it as well. And then as you're looking around and thinking, wow, I'm in this beautiful hotel and we've done all of this stuff, but I really want to see Lisbon, we made sure to leave a free day available so you can shop, explore, head out to the museums, take walks, do all the things that Lisbon is most famous for. You'll have some free time for that as well. Excuse me. And then on the next day, we are going to head up to the Silver Coast. It is the most popular area of Portugal right now for expats to be considering as a possible place to live. So it's about an hour north of Lisbon. And we're going to be taking everyone in the small group tours where you'll be dividing up into separate vans and exploring some of the favorite places on the Silver Coast, including Nazaré, Caldas Óbidos, and Alcobaça, where we're at. So we're going to be doing a full day of location scouting, getting you out of the city so you can compare and contrast what it could be like to live in an urban setting or coming up into a quieter and perhaps more rural lifestyle, if that's something you're curious about. And then our final day, we have it set up so you have some free time, but we're not going to finish there. We're going to bring the community back together, and we are going to do a farewell dinner on the river so that you have that moment to really appreciate the beauty of the city and get out and connect and communicate with everybody that you've met on the trip, and hopefully that you'll continue to connect with and have as a support group as you move through your journey to Portugal. So what it takes to go ahead and do this tour is we have everything covered. It's got your accommodations. Again, most of your meals. It has all of your breakfasts, most of your lunches, and a couple of your dinners. We have all of the transportation covered, all of the specialists coming in, the location scouting. Everything is included except for trip insurance and airfare. Once you get those two things taken care of, everything else will be handled, and we'll have it done from beginning to end. So how does it work? So we have double rooms. If you are coming with a friend and you want to share a room, the price is 2,950 euros per person, and that's based on double occupancy. Or we have the single rate at 3,550. If you don't know someone right now, but you're interested in sharing, we are definitely doing the matchmaking and helping people connect and find out if they'd like to share a room. And we are encouraging folks to do that. So that's not a problem at all. We can't guarantee that we can make a match, but we certainly will help and see if we can connect you with someone. We also have a early bird discount. So for anyone that books on the tour before April 15th, you will receive a 150 euro discount off of whichever price you choose. Now, one thing that we're really excited about is the fact that we're also setting this up in separate payments, so you don't have to pay the whole thing at once. We have a deposit schedule where you make a deposit and 2 more installments. So we hope that that would help by spreading it out between now and the end of the year. So I'd love to get started with questions and dive in and see what conversations we can have. All right, Fiona, do we have questions?
Not yet, but we have a lot of comments.
Okay, shoot the comments up there and let's see where we're at. So yes. So it includes meals. It includes all your breakfasts. It includes most of your lunches and 2 dinners on the entire tour. And it also includes your baggage handling and your transportation to and from the airport and all of the specialists I mentioned and the scouting trips. It's all inclusive. You don't have to worry about anything additional after that. So one thing we're really looking forward to too is bringing in the women that live in the area and across Portugal so that they're available to you and help you have that feeling of connection and hopefully fostering some new friendships as well so that you can have that conversation and then continue it as you continue your journey. You guys will be connected. Yes, I know Mary is in love with Nazaré. It is a fantastic city, and it is definitely one of the cities on our location scouting on the Silver Coast. That particular city is really become not familiar with Nazaré. Nazaré is famous for the big wave, the 100-foot wave. So you can watch a fantastic documentary on HBO, the 100-foot wave, that talks about how Nazaré became a place of interest for surfers as well as people that love the beach. Yes, absolutely, Suzette. So we are going to be covering all of Portugal in the conversations. We handle the whole country. We're bringing in specialists that handle all of Portugal. And we will definitely be talking about pros and cons. And then based on what people's interests are, when you sign up, there'll be a form to fill out and a questionnaire. We'll be offering additional hosted add-on trips after the fact to the different places people tell us they have the most interest in. But we're anticipating perhaps Porto and or the Algarve. But we will be covering the whole country and can answer questions from the smallest rural villages to the other urban areas across Portugal. All right, so the breakdown on the package here, and I just want to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and go to that page so that I have it in front of me. I don't want to give you the wrong information. We are doing a 750 euro deposit that goes when you reserve for the trip. And then the balances are broken out with a balance at the end of July and then your final payment in October. And that depends, the amount of that depends on which price you choose, but that's how we're breaking it out. So it's 750 euro deposit when you book the trip. And of course, then it divides out in July and in October, the amounts will divide out. So we'll have that set up in 3 separate payments. Absolutely. Patty, we have women that are retired. I just helped a client of ours yesterday. I was just sitting down and having coffee with her, and she is retired at the age of 76 and just bought her apartment here on the Silver Coast and is looking forward to starting another chapter. We have a thriving community of single women that are at all stages of life, but definitely those that have chosen to retire in their 60s, 70s, and even beyond. So that's one of the groups that we hope that this will be appealing to, because we want you to not only see that it's possible, but give you the confidence and connections to really help you understand that you can create this life here in Portugal. Absolutely. No, it was great. And Sandy's one of the people that, really knows that she's been able to connect with a lot of folks. One thing we're going to be doing on this tour is once you sign up, we will be having every month, we'll be having a meetup online for everyone that signed up. And we'll be asking for locals that are here to go ahead and join us so that we can get to know each other before you arrive. We can chat about current events, what's going on, what may be your concerns on your mind. And we'll have a scheduled monthly meetup that everyone can join. So by the time everyone arrives in December, we want to make sure that you've had as many opportunities as possible to connect and get prepared so that we can hit the ground running when you're here. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm so excited about this. So, Suzette, the towns on the Silver Coast are going to be Caldas de Reina and Foz de Orelha, which is the Óbidos Lagoon. We're going to run along the coast from Foz de Orelha. We're going to go up to São Martinho do Porto, then head up to Nazaré, and then circle around to Alcobaça and work our way back around, heading back south, depending on which direction your van started, with a stop in Óbidos. So we'll be doing a circle in the center of the Silver Coast. We hope so. We absolutely hope we'll be doing more of these tours in 2025. This is our inaugural on this tour. We've been doing group tours here for the last years with a lot of success with private parties that have been booking them. And we went to Austin last year and we took this whole program over to the United States. And this year we decided to bring it back over to Portugal and host it so that we could have the experience in the country and take you out and really show you some of the best areas in Portugal. Is there, we haven't had that requested, Adele. We could consider that. We would just have to figure out how to break out the accommodations because the meeting rooms and all of those things are all wrapped up with the hotels at the hotel. But that's something we could discuss. People that live, Roxanne, if you're thinking about people who live in Portugal part-time, absolutely. We have a lot of folks that start the process now. They buy property, they invest so that they have something when they retire. They come over for holiday with the idea that eventually they may move, or they decide to use it just as a second home and travel back and forth. Excuse me. The farewell dinner is going to be a cruise. So we're going to have a cruise on the river, and it's going to be able to see the lights and have an opportunity to just get out and be together with a full course meal, some music, and community on the last day. But being out on the river is amazing. If you haven't seen Lisbon at the holidays, it's definitely a place not to miss. Yes. So we're doing our best to connect the tours to the folks that have signed up. So when you sign up, you'll receive a questionnaire asking about what you're interested in, what your background, what you're going to be looking for when you anticipate moving to Portugal, all of these questions. And then based off of the folks that sign up, we're going to be tailoring the tours to match the interest. So if we have a ton of solo women that are looking, the tours will be set up with that in mind, with areas that are specific to this interest. If we have a whole bunch of women signing up that have children, we'll make sure to keep that in mind as well, to consider some of the information about schools. This tour is designed for you, and we're going to be tailoring it and making it more custom as we get the details on the folks that have signed up. Absolutely, Adele, and happy to chat. That's not a problem at all. So, I know that if you're already over here, this would be very valuable for you, and this is something that we could consider. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is my wheelhouse. This is where I come from. I have been doing events for over 20 years, creating special opportunities for folks, and this is something that we're really excited about. Yes, absolutely, Patty. So we have a lot of vegetarians, and of course the seafood element in Portugal is amazing. So that's something that you can count on as being readily available. And we've set up all of the meals to have, on the meals that we've included, to have vegetarian options, so, and gluten-free. So we've considered both of those, as that seems to be the largest request we get from guests when they're visiting us. So it's going to be cold. That's definitely something. But okay, so for those of you in Pennsylvania, I think you're going to laugh when I just said it's cold, because cold can be relative. It'll probably be in the 50s Fahrenheit. During the day, maybe low 60s, but you can get rain, and it gets dark early, so you want to prepare for that. Really good walking shoes, absolutely. You do not want to come dressed to the nines. You want to put on the best sneakers you have, the best boots that have the surface that's gripping those sidewalks, because you definitely are going to be walking and exploring, and you're going to want to have good footwear, a good coat, but it's not frigid cold. It's definitely going to be winter cold, but not snow, with a chance of rain. And it gets dark fairly early here. So your days will end and you'll have a chance to see all the beautiful lights in Lisbon. One of the things with the women's tour too that we're really excited about is being able to have everyone connect before the actual tour starts. And that's really important to us. We want everyone to feel really connected and having the chance to voice their concerns and feel supported, because this is a really, really big consideration. So we're going to be doing these monthly meetups that you'll be able to connect with folks that you'll meet in December and ask questions as they come up and help you kind of navigate everything. So it's not just the tour coming up in December, but all of the prep before that. And yes, Sandy, it can be 50s. 50s are most likely, but sometimes it can be in the low 60s as well. So definitely, yes. And leave the sexy shoes behind. I absolutely agree. There are a couple of times where I thought that I should, dress up with some really pretty shoes, and I didn't fall, but definitely felt like I was in danger. So comfortable shoes is so important when you're here in Portugal. Those tiles, they are beautiful, the calçada, but they are slippery when wet. So definitely make sure to have the safe shoes with you when you come over to Portugal. So Fiona, do we have any other questions or any comments that we
have a voice.
All right. So you'll be a new resident in Lisbon. All right. It's possible. We are going to be rounding up folks that are our current PTP clients. We're going to be asking those that may want to come and chat with our guests. So we'll be putting out the call to everyone when we are closer to the date, and we will definitely keep you on the list and have you as part of that. That's great that you're going to be in Lisbon. So that's perfect. I can see that happening. No problem. And no sexy shoes. That's going to be like we might need to name the monthly meetup the No Sexy Shoes Meetup. I think Mary, you've given us a title. All right. So we again are doing the tour. There is an early bird discount starting until April 15th. You'll receive 150 euros off of either of the prices, the single or the double. When you book, you'll do a deposit for 750 euros, and then we'll divide the remaining balance across the two payments, one in the end of July and one in October. All right. So Lizette says she's in Florida. It's cold now. So, okay. I think you'll be okay. We haven't had a guest get lost yet to frostbite here in Portugal. So I think December will be good. If you want to book on the tour and you have additional questions, you can feel free to reach out to any of us on the team or schedule a call through our website. All of the details that you've seen, the quick recap that we ran through with the presentation, is all available on the website. So you can go right to portugaltheplace.com and you can go to the Women to Portugal tour to find all the details. We have everything spelled out of what we're going to be doing, the schedule, the timeline, and how the deposit works. So if you have anything that you need or questions, just feel free to click the button to schedule a call, and we're happy to jump in and give you more information. We are also going to be able to help you if you're looking for a roommate. If you'd like to see if you can set up the double room, you just need to let us know and we can get that. And the next person that comes in and says they're looking, we can connect you all and see if that's a good fit. And we'll be doing the monthly meetups before. Well, Monique, you can always hire Portugal the Place for a location scouting trip at any time. That's what we do. And our normal, quote unquote, normal scouting trips are custom to just the individuals. And we have a schedule for that. And we'd be happy to schedule a call. But when we do the trip from December 2nd to the 9th, the scouting trips are included in that package price. All right. So Fiona, how are we doing on questions? All right, I think we are good. We are going to keep this in our library and this recording available to everyone. So that's definitely going to be there for you to be able to go back to and double check. I would really encourage you to go to the website and read the full itinerary. Yes, there is a cutoff date to register for the trip. We need to have everyone registered for the trip by August 1st. So August 1st is when we need to have everyone registered. That's a great question. So thank you for asking. And one of the things I really want to stress is the best time of year to buy plane tickets, the best price to fly to Lisbon is December. It's one of the reasons we chose this time. It is a great time to visit the city. And it's a very affordable time to fly. And knowing what the plane tickets are looking like right now, we're really trying to make it an opportunity so that you could get those good deals. But I wouldn't delay booking the plane tickets because they do have a tendency to fill up. But absolutely, by August 1st, we're going to need to have it cut off because we will need to make some decisions on the room block and things like that. Any other questions? Happy to answer. So we are always available for a call. Portugal the Place does hosted location scouting anytime in any part of mainland Portugal. So no matter where you're interested in, if you want to give us a call, we would be happy to talk to you about what you're looking to do, what you're considering, and what your family's needs are. Patty, for TAP, it really depends on what city you're coming from. TAP and United have great prices out of New Jersey. TAP is the only nonstop coming out of San Francisco, but folks fly on American as well from other cities and get some really good deals. KLM and Delta go through Amsterdam. It just really depends on where you are, but TAP does have some really good specials if you're connecting where they're flying out of. Good job. Yep, Mary. I use TAP as well. So if they have a special, they're really good. And that flight coming off of the East Coast is really nice. So absolutely one to check on if that's in your neck of the woods for sure. Yeah, coming from DC, it would just depend on what they have. But this is the time to be checking for your flights in December for sure. That's absolutely the time to be getting those good deals and getting something reserved. We also will be available at Portugal the Place so that you can contact us if you are already considering finding a place to live, if you're looking for a rental. For the full relocation packages, we're always available, so you can book a call, chat with myself, with Clyde, or with Raven. We'll all be here to be able to answer your questions. And again, if you have any questions about the tour as well and you'd like to learn more, just speak one-on-one. Absolutely happy to connect with you on a call. So that's not a problem at all. And I think we're probably wrapping up here pretty soon. Fiona, is there any other questions? Anything else that you see?
I don't see any questions.
All right. Well, I am thrilled to have presented this. This is something we have been waiting to do for so long, and I am absolutely beside myself to be able to provide this opportunity. I really hope that everyone will consider this. We are really looking forward to creating something special, and this will be first, hopefully, of many. Lisbon's an incredible city. Between attending Lisbon, meeting all the professionals, and we're talking the best in the country, to be able to answer all of your questions in one place, and then go and see this beautiful country for yourself in person and meet the people that are here living the life and have already gone through the process of relocating. This is a great opportunity to really get everything you need in one place. I sincerely hope that you will join us. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend. Bom fim de semana.